Welcome back to the Productioneer Dude. Today I'm going to be playing a visual novel called Chemically Bonded. This is by DS Sands, and they are the same devs that made Sounds of Her Love. And honestly, I really enjoyed that one, so I'm actually pretty excited to see where this one goes. And that's actually the one visual novel that is paid for. So yeah, I'm really like hoping it's good. I don't know what the exact definition of good is, but yeah, let's do it. Another thing is I did record this before, but unfortunately it was when I had my old microphone and the audio quality was horrible. So hopefully in this take it'll be a lot better since, I got everything, the new recording program, new microphone, everything in between. So let's go. But it's fine though. I played this like months ago, so I don't remember much of what happened. Alright, so this place. What does it mean to me? Am I tired of it? Around me, the motion of time continues in the same rhythmic fashion day by day. Is it ever going to change? Asking myself, I can always succumb to giving no answers. Of course, the answers are there before my eyes, those which watch them diligently as they pass without notice. I'm here for an education, right? Part of me feels that might be the answer. Following the same path as everyone around me, living life nonchalantly, oblivious to the outside world. Being a student, it's a life not many would consider special, despite us wanting to believe so. But here in this place, we define ourselves as individuals, a place where memories are made, where we form the bonds with those closest to us. Is that what this place means to me? One could say that being here is what makes us human, coming here to be taught what it's like to have ambition, to find our dreams. I wouldn't consider myself to be one of those people. With no clear aspirations, finding something like that would be nice. Maybe in the end, that's what this place is to me too. I just haven't found what I'm looking for. Oh, write my name on the thing. Alright, actually, no, Jeongin. There you go. The male version of Jeonggi, I guess. There you go. We're Jeongin this time instead of Jeonggi. Lifting my hand away from the chalkboard, all that's left is my name etched neatly in white on the otherwise blank canvas. Being able to start again as a transfer student sounds like more than just a dream. Having the opportunity to make new connections, to make a new impression of myself, rather than having to be the me everyone's had the chance to know over the last 3 years. If I were to describe it, fun would be the word that come to mind. If luck was on my side, who knows, maybe I'd be the shy girl on the way to school, under the guidance of fate. Or perhaps I'm just overthinking it. Something like that seems too cliched. Nevertheless, standing here in the bliss of thoughts, working against what it was I'm supposed to be doing, doesn't make my situation any better. Cleaning duty is something we're all asked to do at some point. But given the amount of dust and grime laced across the room, I don't feel as if those before me put much effort into it. The tradition, or more so the will of learning life skills, seems to have died off around here. Maybe this wouldn't be such a pain in the ass if I wasn't the only one here. Yeah. Who the hell is supposed to be cleaning with me, and why aren't they here? Would have finished by now if the person who had the ingenuous idea to skip out actually decided to turn up. It's not as if they didn't know that the job requires more than one person. If I knew who they were, I would have something to say. But I'm not the type of person that go out of my way to confront them. That, and I can't recall who it was anyway. I wipe away the dust settled along the edge of the bookshelves, leaving the stray speckles to glisten in the now setting sun. Sound of those engaged in club activities resonate from throughout the school grounds. All that's left now is to mop the floor, and my responsibilities as janitor can be passed onto an unfortunate classmate tomorrow. That's the spirit. Perhaps they'll be lucky enough to have company. Weaving through the desk scattered across the room, the trip to the supplies cupboard is nothing but a short one. Swinging the door open, the scene before me presents a sight of emptiness as I remain still, clutching the door's handle. At this point, giving up doesn't seem like a bad idea, but the part of me still engrossed in getting the job done seems to say otherwise. I may as well scout for a mop and bucket elsewhere. Given the apathy our class has towards cleaning, finding a spare set in another room wouldn't be a bad wager. I make my way out of the classroom under the assumption that the easiest thing to do would be to ask the next class. That is if they haven't already finished, or given up. That's true. Much to my surprise, peering into the room seems to have paid off. Two girls make conversation inside, both brushing away at the remnants of afternoon lessons still chalked on the board in front. I head to the door. "Excuse me, Would either of you happen to know where I could find a spare mopping bucket? Sorry, I don't know where that accent came from.
I'm not sure. There might be one in the science lab, though. But I don't think anyone goes to clean there.
Alright, I'll go check. Thank you. Kamsahamnida. Alright. Departing the two with a slight bow, I head off in the direction of the science lab. The subject itself has never been my strongest. Far from it. But given that we don't do much practical work, I bet I wasn't the only one here holding a grudge against sitting at a desk just to trace the teacher's notes from board to book. I arrive at the door to the lab, privy to the sound of the footsteps seeping from the faint gap below the door. Unlike regular classrooms, the labs are walled off from the corridors on each floor, giving those inside a sense of privacy. If there's a teacher in there, then they're bound to know where I can get my hands on the cleaning supplies I need. What a delight. Opening the door, however, grants me with a sight I couldn't say I was expecting. Briefly blinded by the rays of sunlight flowing from the windows across the room, a figure of a girl materializes as my eyes adjust to the brightness. Adorned in a flowing white lab coat, her eyes intently study the flask and test tube within the grip of her fingers. Her entire self, oblivious to my presence as she focuses on what's before her. Resting behind her shoulders, her hair done neatly into a ponytail, blows softly in a draft from an open window. Despite opting for her glasses as opposed to proper goggles, she seems to have sense of safety, at least, some sense. Taking a closer look as I continue to stand in the doorway without words, her identity makes itself clear to me. Kiyoko Ishikawa, a classmate of mine. I don't know her personally, but I'd be quite oblivious to not know who she was. She's pretty famous around the school, being known for her intelligence. Enough so to top the leaderboards for every test, not just in the school, but even regionally. She's smart. The more I think about it, the more it makes sense to find her here. It's not a surprise. However, with that sense of fame also comes a certain amount of infamy given the number of people talking about her. Rumor has it that a few months ago she was caught cheating, but as far as I'm aware, they were nothing more than allegations. Nobody had a real way to get confirmation from her, but nobody made that effort anyway. She herself doesn't talk much. Those nerdy types of girls never do. I guess she's probably just shy. After accidentally pushing the door open, Kyoko's head turns in my direction, having not spotted me, leaving her slightly shocked by my presence. Perhaps standing here dwelling on her was pretty weird when I could have just spoken up beforehand. Now it just feels awkward. She looks like a deer caught in the headlights. Speaking up now couldn't hurt. Excuse me. Do you know if there's any cleaning supplies in here? She hesitates for a second, leaving her mouth slightly ajar, only in what I can assume is an attempt to search for words. Soon enough, she speaks up.
The cleaning equipment? You had me excited for a second, but I think there's some here.
I can't see what there is to be excited about. Rather, I'd be kind of annoyed if someone interrupted me. She seemed to be focused on whatever it was she was doing, an experiment of sorts by the look of it. Oh, okay, add it to the encyclopedia. Oh, and why is that?
Nobody cleans her much.
No, I meant, what was so exciting? Kyoko looks at me with a smile that's all too passionate.
I thought you were here to join the science club.
Hey bro, I wasn't into joining clubs, I just wanted to clean and get the hell out of here. Not quite sure what it is she's expecting me to say, but even after this brief conversation, my image of her as a reserved, quiet girl has been completely shattered. She appears to radiate enthusiasm. This is the science club?
What did you think it was?
Just some lab. As far as I'm aware, what I walked in on was a soul girl conducting an experiment alone after school. Not a fully fledged club. I'm pretty sure you need at least 5 members for that. The fact that she's conducting experiments without a teacher's supervision, though, is more than enough to tell me she doesn't take the rules very seriously.
You don't look very impressed.
I can't say I am. After all, I came here so I could finish cleaning the classroom, not to take samples of extracurricular activities. Just like I said earlier. It feels like I came here to get a mop and a bucket, not to check out the club. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Okay, I'll go get them now. But please, take a seat. At least.
To be honest, delaying my inevitable return to scrubbing the grime from the classroom floor wouldn't be such a bad idea. Might as well stay here for a while and hear her out. Kiyoko quickly returns, supplies in hands. Or supplies in hand, yeah. Along with a glum expression carried on her face.
I've been trying to get more members, but nobody seems to be interested. It's hard to find people who like science.
It's almost as if she's trying to make me feel sympathy for her. For a girl at once thought to be quiet, even shy, she sure seems persistent. The saying, don't judge a book by its cover, comes to mind. After talking to her, though, the image the rumors painted her as doesn't seem to be true. That higher-than-you aura people had talked about behind her back, none of it seems believable anymore. She's just a normal high school girl, as far as I can tell.
Would you like a drink? The store is having a special, so I bought as many as I could. My bag was
Wait.
denser than osmium.
What is osmium? Wait, hold on. You can look at the encyclopedia. What the hell is this? It's an elements, basically something something. And I just lagged as soon as I went to the encyclopedia for some reason. Alright, anyway. Her science joke, well, more of a reference, is completely lost on me. Placing a small rucksack on the desk in front, she pulls out a can of soda from an unholy pile stuffed inside. There's no way that can be healthy.
This one's a drink for the
I
intellectuals.
got scrolled up. Alright.
The chosen ones.
I'm not sure whether I should find that funny, but Kiyoko stands before me, moving her gaze to meet mine.
I'm not going to drink them all. I just brought them in case anyone came to join the club.
I appreciate the offer, but I should really get back to cleaning duty. Saying it hurts a little, given the look on her face, but joining a club really isn't my priority right now.
Please? I've only met one other person interested in joining, and she doesn't even go to this school.
Her eyes are masked with the look of sadness as they stare at me point blank. Saying she looks sad would be easier. Walking out on her at this point would just make me feel bad. Well, I guess I can consider it. I should get her off my case for now.
You'll try it out?
Sure, I guess. I mean, I'm into trying new things, personally. From that, her face beamed with happiness as her lips curl up into a smile. Can't remember the last time I saw one so genuine, somehow so cute, almost innocent. Can't say I'm good at science or that keen on it really, but staying here for a while couldn't hurt, could it?
Thank you. I mean, welcome to the club.
I couldn't say that I expected this, far from it. From the outside, and the little I knew of her, Kiyoko didn't seem like a person to get this worked up about a stranger joining her club. Even though we're classmates, it's not like we know each other well. However, in a way, her actions are charming. She really doesn't seem like a bad person.
Anyway, you were after the cleaning equipment, right?
Yes. Not as if I've forgotten. Yeah, I should probably get back to that.
If you don't mind, I'll come with you. I'm supposed to be on cleaning duty anyway.
Hold on a damn minute. So you're the chick that bailed on me, huh? So she's the one who ran off. Yeah, you bailed on me, bruh. I don't know if this is coincidence or just sheer karma on her part. Rising from my seat, Kiyoko too gets ready to join me on our adventure. She rests her lab coat on a nearby desk. The two of us, now ready to make our way back to the class to finish off the responsibilities handed to us, leave the room. Well, for the most part, the responsibilities handed over to me.
Hi, how are you?
As we head out into the corridor, I accidentally bump into a passing student. A girl about Kyoko's height. Kyoko herself takes a step backwards, almost behind me, as the girl in front now faces me with an irate glare.
How about you watch where you're going, will you?
My bad. Sad, I feel like I should be saying that too. Her head turns to face Kiyoko, who now has tucked herself away behind me.
Oh. It's you. I'm sorry to have bothered you.
Darting her eyes back to me, her expression reverts to the same look of anger as before. As she walks away down the corridor, my mind wonders as a feeling of recognition floats about without coming to fruition. Bluntly put, it feels as if I know who she is. Kyoko sighs behind me, sliding out from the door and taking a step by my side. You know who that was? Nodding beside me, a downcast look coats Kyoko's face.
Naomi Sato, class 3-3.
Alright, got you. Naomi Sato. Or Sato. Sorry. You mean the Naomi Sato?
Mm-hmm. I don't really get along with her.
No wonder I thought I knew her. In fact, for most guys it'd be a crime not to. Her name gets around a lot. I'm fairly certain her name topped the boys' list for the most attractive girl in the year. And the girls' list too.
Wow!
Yo, damn, she's Miss Popular, definitely. Both sides. However, whatever it is, something is clearly going on between her and Kiyoko. I can't just ignore that, but perhaps it would be better not to get myself involved. Both of them are well known around the school. Kiyoko for her intelligence and Naomi for her popularity and looks. Anyway, shall we get going to the classroom?
Okay.
Trying her hardest to regain her enthusiasm, Kiyoko trails alongside me as we continue down the corridor. Me carrying a mopping bucket and her striding along at my side with a now somewhat relaxed expression. Whatever the situation is with Naomi, it's concerning, but getting involved is a different question. A short while later, after mopping the floor to an extent we were both satisfied with, we stand alone in the otherwise empty but clean classroom.
I feel as if we accomplished something. Like an experiment. Done well.
I wouldn't know how that feels, but maybe now she'll attend cleaning duty as she's supposed to. Now that she's here, though, I can't bring myself to complain. It was good to finally have company. Are you usually this talkative? I asked simply because she seems overly energetic cleaning a grubby classroom. Seeing how she acted earlier, I find it hard to believe she's like this around anyone, especially for someone who doesn't talk much to those around her.
I've never really had the chance to speak to many people. So, today has been fun.
Alright, fair enough.
No! Now's the part where you're supposed to give me your number and say a cheeky quote to make me feel better about myself.
Damn it, yo, you're not supposed to break the fourth wall. What are you doing? I'm not sure how the world works in her mind, but she looks at me quizzically before resting her arms at her side.
Never mind. But I am going to need your number. You're joining the science club, right?
I didn't say I wouldn't. So damn. I grab a nearby notebook from a random desk and tear out a sheet of paper only to scribble my number onto the vast white space. Perhaps I should apologize to whoever's book this is. So he tore from some random dude's book. The hell. Anyway, somehow I can't help but feel that Kiyoko's been waiting for someone to join the club like this. In a way, thinking about it makes me feel sorry for her. I can only feel bad for not being that interested in science, but at least I can give her moral support as she does, whatever she does there.
There. Done.
Kiyoko proudly presents her phone to me, showing that she's now added me as a contact.
I've spelled your name right, haven't I?
Yeah, sure, that's Jeongin with I-N at the end. Yeah, that's right.
I'll send you a picture later so you can add me to yours.
She stands before me, a smile spread across her face as the evening sunlight trickles through the classroom windows, brushing her cheeks as they glow softly. I guess it's getting pretty late. He just said it out loud too. Oh, I guess it's getting pretty late. Saying my thoughts aloud, Kiyoko nods in agreement as we both exit the room, disregarding to put away the cleaning equipment. That and whatever experiment she was up to beforehand. As we exit the school grounds, Kiyoko stops footsteps ring out faintly amongst our almost silent surroundings, spared sounds of day-to-day life. I guess it shows how long we were cleaning for. I could swear that there were still club activities going on when we started. The evening sky blankets us in the spring air as we stand together at the school gates.
You're coming to the science club tomorrow, right? Don't forget.
Don't worry, I won't. Well, I mean, I won't, but I don't know if this guy will. I don't know if Jeongin will. It's not like I could after our novel introduction and all the begging involved to rope me in. At the end of the day, maybe something like this would be nice. Maybe we can find some ambition, even if science isn't my strong suit. Don't worry, I'm not going to skip my first club meeting.
You make that sound as if you're planning on skipping some, though.
Damn it, you see right through me. For the first time in a while, I laugh. In turn, Kyoko's mock frown shifts to N.A. Soft. What? But truthful smile. I'll see you tomorrow, Kiyoko.
I'll be waiting for you. We're classmates after all. I'll see you tomorrow, too.
Is that how this is gonna be? Oh. I don't really get along with there. By Kiyoko. Okay, so I guess that was the prologue as well. Intro slash prologue. Let's witness this. Two hearts. One story. Chemically bonded. How will you blow up the school and then end up with your lover?
What the hell?
That's what I would have had.
Here to join the science club.
Audio was kind of quiet. Yo, was that Carrie over there? That's where I just saw her for a second. Whoa, okay. That's weird. So I think what I'm going to do for this video is I'm going to include the first chapter of it, because I feel like, with the intro it was a little bit long, but I don't know, there's still more to expect, and I kind of want to have interactions with both characters at least once, just so we know what to expect most of, or just so we know what to actually expect. Alright, is it still going? Alright, so Act 1. Welcome to the club. Welcome Jeongin, welcome Jeongin, welcome Jeongin, welcome Jeongin. Alright. So, what's going to happen? Passing over as quickly as they'd started, the dispersal of the class marks the end of our morning sessions, reinforced by the brief chime of the bell. Leaning back in my chair with a stretch, almost to wring out the lethargy built up inside, I too rise from my seat. I guess now wouldn't be such a bad time to get lunch, even if I'm not that hungry. Oh, whoops. Alright, so that's how you save. I'm gonna just replace this, because we're not gonna use that anymore. Anyway. Stepping onto the corridor, the usual chatter flows through as people make their way out of classes, one by one to join the mass crowd heading to the stairwells. Based on how late the class had actually finished, I have no doubts that the cafeteria will be busy. Thinking of my new acquaintances, or rather, clubmate, notice how Kiyoko opts either to stay in class or head elsewhere for lunch. Not as if it matters, but assuming she heads to the science labs to eat wouldn't be unreasonable. Mentioning it, I'll be getting to know the room pretty well myself in the coming days now that I've committed to joining. Based on how enthusiastic she was about it, wouldn't be too far a stretch to think she'd wait for me to turn up, no matter what. Pulling out now isn't an option, even though I can't see myself doing that to her. Spending time with her might actually boost my grades. I'll have a front row view of the school's smartest doing science right before my eyes. Even if I'm not into it, she certainly is. Whatever doing science involves. That, and she seems like a nice person too. Perhaps it'll even be fun. I continue my journey towards the cafeteria, just one out of many students now amassed in this narrow hallway. Walking through the doors to the cafeteria, the sight of people swathed through the rows of tables greet my eyes. As expected, it's quite busy in here. Students from first to third years crowd around eating and chatting. The scene itself somehow seems too familiar, as if I'm expecting to find Kiyoko eating her lunch in the corner by herself. However, I'm certain she stayed behind to eat in class. Plus, I've established that she's not that type of person. Taking the situation into consideration, it'd probably be best to buy something from the vending machines. The line for food is almost a metaphor in itself, but personally I don't find what's on offer good. Huh? Wait, what? I don't find what's on offer good? I don't know. I've never been a fan of beef sandwiches imported from abroad. Domestic cuisine is more than enough. Reaching into my pocket, I feel around for any loose coins. The pang of realization hits me as my fingers rummage around inside looking for any hints of change. Damn. The only option now is to head back to class. I could have sat down somewhere and joined in with one of my groups, but even then I'll be the only one without food. Turning around, I make my way out of the cafeteria with a less than stellar expression of neutrality on my face as I watch myself past the glass-framed posters on the wall. Yeah, that's a bummer. Not eating during lunch. The corridor is filled by a state close to silence as I walk down, listening to my footsteps tapping against the hardwood floor below. Dust wafts around in the warm spring air, glowing in the afternoon sun now shining through the windows, lighting the walls. For now, all I can do is wait around in class for afternoon lessons to start. If I'm lucky, I can find someone to talk to there. As I take my next step down the corridor, a hand clasps around my shoulder lightly, pulling me back. If I had actually managed to get some lunch, I'm fairly certain I would have shat myself.
Well, hi, where do you think you're going?
Oh, hello, Naomi. It's been a while. Hey. As I'm spun around by my shoulder, before me stands Naomi Sato with a sharp glare on her face. The very same Naomi Sato from yesterday. The popular, attractive, and in my opinion, the somewhat rude Naomi Sato. If it wasn't for yesterday, I wouldn't have recognized her sporting her new getup. Hair done to a ragged ponytail as the lengths in front of her ears pulled onto her chest. I don't think I've seen her like this before.
I have something I want to ask you.
Oh, what is it then? Can't possibly think what she wants to talk about after yesterday. She's probably just pissed I just bumped into her. She's like, where the hell do you think you're going, huh? What about yesterday? I'm gonna beat you up. I don't know.
You were hanging about with Kiyoko yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah. What if I was? Damn, Jeongin got some sass. I like it. The entire thing is none of her business after all, especially since my tie is now firmly within her grip. Almost enough to choke me if she pleased. Interrogating people doesn't help. Why does it matter to you anyway? Standing my ground doesn't particularly help the situation. She continues to stare at me with a more than pissed look, as my tie is pulled tighter around my neck. So what is her problem?
I just want to know why she's hanging around with you. That's all. And why does it matter if it matters to me?
Because it seems as if you have a problem. Wait, Naomi pulls out of my tie, further tightening it around my neck.
What the fuck?
Damn, bro, don't choke me out. I've joined the science club, alright? What's wrong with that?
The science club? So that's what she's up to. If I was you, I'd stay away from her. That's not just advice, either.
Wait, basking in the afternoon sunlight, I appear to be getting threatened by the most popular girl in the school. If this is what she's really like, then she really ticks all the cliches. Unless it's just me she has a problem with. The more I stand here, the more I think that's the case. Her eyes still fixed towards mine carry an uncannily natural sense of anger as she still clutches my tie tightly, frowning all the while. Luckily enough, we're the only ones around in the corridor. Lunch doesn't end for a while, so nobody's around to witness us. You know, I've never had a girl this close to me before. Wait, actually, going back to the previous thing. It's bad that there's no witnesses. If she chokes me out, nobody will know. Nobody will know who the hell killed me. Just saying. I can almost feel her breath against my face. She's close enough that I could probably kiss you.
Yeah, boy.
Ooh. Damn, Jeongin already flirting. Naomi pushes me back despite remaining hold of my tie. It's like she's intentionally trying to choke me. What was that for?
You're being disgusting! You can't just say things like that!
I was joking.
I haven't got time for your jokes. I asked you a question, alright?
I told you, I'm in a science club. Why would a popular girl like you have an issue with Kiyoko anyway?
That's none of your concern! I don't have an issue. And how does a guy like you know who I am? What's your name?
Naomi yanks at my tie again. I'm Jeongin, alright? I'm Jeongin Yu's brother. Just remember that. You're the captain of the track team. Everyone knows who you are. Releasing me from her grip, my tie falls to my chest as Naomi remains with her eyes fixed in my direction, now seeming somewhat calmer.
Dealing with Kiyoko is not worth your time. That's all. Telling you bluntly is the only way you'd understand.
A bit too bluntly, might I add. Naomi rests her hands at her sides, still facing me with a less than pleased expression. I don't think choking me has made it any clearer. I didn't even recognize you with that new hairstyle at first.
You like it?
I guess it suits you.
Ew!
Bruh.
Her face contorts in response to my compliment. I mean, why the hell would she ask me then? Yes, she really doesn't like me.
Just leave Kiyoko alone. She's not someone you should be involved with.
I should probably be the one saying that, given how she acted yesterday and her overly inquisitive actions today. Realizing it, though, has given Naomi enough time to make her way halfway down the corridor. A great way to introduce yourself. For someone who's supposed to be popular, she certainly has a unique personality. Now that she's confirmed my suspicions, it's clear enough that there was something happening between Kiyoko and Naomi. I said Kiyoko because my brain mixed up Kiyoko and Naomi. Anyway, despite having just met both, it's more than concerning. It seems as if Naomi doesn't like Kiyoko, so standing around and watching doesn't seem like the best idea. Then again, getting involved in it isn't the best one either. I didn't know that I'd have to put up with this after joining the science club. But if anybody is able to clear this up, it'd be Kiyoko. Should probably talk to her about it. Making my way back to class, the glistening sunlight shines in the reflection from the polished floor below. Oh, we got an achievement. Our journey has just begun. Okay, so we completed Act 2, I believe. I think that'll be it for today. Because I think the 2 acts there was enough to give you guys an idea of what the game is all about. But anyway, let's go to the main menu real quick. That was Chemically Bonded. Let me know what you guys think of it. I mean, personally, I really like it thus far. I kind of do like the idea of having like 2 people you can choose between. I kind of like it when games do story branching and such. So that's one thing I really like about this already. So that is it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you want to see more of this game, because I could be playing it more. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this game. I really do like it personally, so if you guys do want to see it, then I'm more than happy to play it, of course. But that is it for today. If you guys did enjoy today's video, don't forget to drop a like, and don't forget to also subscribe and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a single video. And don't forget to also follow me on social media, on Twitter and Instagram. Those are linked in the description below. That'll be it for today. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.